YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate Altered. Welcome back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Month of Madness! That's right. We're taking a look at a deck for deck every day of the month of January. Almost done. Today's day 28. The last time you'll see me for this show. Until, of course, the usual show starts back up again in February. But for now, we're going to be playing us some Vendred. Them Resident Evil looking motherfuckers. Or I guess it's more like Spawn, but it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. It's zombie genre. We're taking a look at a Vendred deck that likes to do the ritual stuff, along with some other things, some things you would expect, and some things you might not be expecting, depending on what we're up against. So we got ourselves our Vendreds today, and we're going to be showing them off and how they work and what the combos are, the wombos be, thanks to Mr. JRPG Console. As you might know him, Libra October. Yes, Libra has made a new channel finally. He's back on YouTube. So if you don't want to subscribe to me, go subscribe to that guy. Help him get his channel back together. Let's get it back to 10 subscribers by 5 minutes after this video goes up. That sounds pretty fair, I'd have to say. So, we got our deck. We're going to be showing it off on EDO Pro, showing off the zombie power. So, enough talking. Let's just get out there and have ourselves a thriller. Alright, here our first opponent. Another day, another card gaming. We can go first or second. We have a lot of going first plays. We got some going second plays. Really depends. We'll let our opponent pick. It's all good for me. So we're going to go first. And it's not a bad opening hand. It's got a lot of little things and little widgets here and there. For now, though, we're going to start with old Unizombie. Pretty standard sort of start 'em up thing for zombos. And we're just going to send our lady, the Banshee, to the graveyard for now. Just to get things started. That way we have our field spell in play. We'll be stopping our opponent from having things non-zombie related. And I also have 2 copies of this here Vendred trap card, the Reorigin. It's a pretty nice card. And we'll go ahead and end our turn. So we be good for now. We got a couple bits of interruption here. Basically, I contribute my opponent's stuff, and I'll get a token equal to that monster's level and all that good stuff. Doesn't really matter what the token does. We use it for, like, link fodder and stuff, and ritual fodder. You know, the usual thing. So, what are we up against? What do you discard? Crystal Beastie Boys. Alright, Crystal Beasts. Okay. Interesting, I suppose. What does this do? Banish this card, plays Crystal Beast from hand, from anywhere into the spell trap, but he did not actually do anything. Weird. Alright. Well, if he's not going to do anything, I guess I'll do something. You know, we're still digging into our Vendreds. We have plenty of search for them. Where they are at the moment? Well, we're working on that part. But we got started with things. Plus, I could send Scar, so we'll probably do that. Yeah. So, we're going to get out our boy, good old Ballad Drop. You know, this is the standard part. Let's go for the actual cool bits. Unizombie, we're going to make him another level higher. Lordy, I should have put Ultimate Zolkin in here. That would have been funny. But we're going to send Scar of the Vendred. When this guy hits the grave by effect, I get to search a Vendred card. For example, I can get Ravenous Vendred, which basically allows me to set another Vendred monster and then do a ritual summon. So we're going to set ourselves another Scar of the Vendred. Yeah, it doesn't let you set whatever. It's got to, like, equal the levels for whatever reason. But it's fine. So we're going to summon out our Slayer boy. And that's pretty good. And since Scar is in the graveyard, the first one, mind you, I can go ahead, banish that boy, summon out the other one. Then I got just a lot of damage. Lots of damage. So we'll start off with lots of damage, as one does. And, you know, Crystal Beast, I'm surprised he didn't do anything. He seemed to be setting up a lot of stuff. I guess that's his fault. It's his fault, man. Is that an OT? Oh, that's actually an OTK. I wasn't even counting numbers. See, this deck is so competent, we can OTK just from, like, my opponent doing nothing. And granted, you know, I had all these tokens generated. I could have tributed his stuff before he did anything, so I wasn't worried at all. So, that's one way of showing off this deck in the first duel. I was hoping to ritual summon more, but I summoned a ritual, I showed off the new dude, and some of the old stuff, so you get an idea that this is a deck that can do a lot of different things, depending on what sort of hand you get. So, good for enough for first duel. Hopefully the second opponent will actually give us some actual gameplay. There's a lot of setup and not a lot of payoff there. I've seen better Crystal Beasts, let me tell you. I've done that. So, let's go for duel 2, and hope for a slightly better victim of our Vendreads. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Although, hopefully my opponent will actually do something this time. That would be nice. So, what do we have for an opening hand here? I mean, it's not like a great hand, but it's like, it's a hand that can do something. It is, technically speaking, a hand that can do something, so I'm going to call it a hand that we will work around. So we're going to ditch the Banshee here. And let me think here. I could banish the Banshee, or I could summon the Banshee. Either way would work. But for now, we'll banish the Banshee, get our field spell. You know, I didn't want to go whole hog into standard zombies today. That's why we're only playing the one field spell. You know, if the field spell works, cool. If it doesn't, great. We'll just survive off Vendreads as we are meant to do. But we'll set a couple cards, we'll end our turn, and we'll see what we're up against. And I should calm down just a smidge. I'm a little worked up, because tomorrow, as of when I'm recording, because this is coming up the day, actually coming afterwards, I'm actually live streaming on YouTube. Probably already happened, but, you know, that's how it is. But, basically, I love to do the roulettes. We do this Yu-Gi-Oh! Roulette show here, where I get 10 different decks, and then we do a roulette, and whatever comes up, I duel people with it. And it's a lot of fun. We're doing with a bunch of the decks from this here month of madness, so that's going to be something pretty sweet. So, please summon a dark. I would appreciate it if you would summon a dark. We shall see. So we're up against Kozmos. You always got to be careful when you're dueling up against the Kozmos, because they're a tricky bunch. They can be a very tricky bunch. So we're up against Kozmo Farm Girl, and well, she does her thing. She is the mainstay of the deck to do damage and then do more damage. Alright, well, he's going to summon another monster, and that works for me. Because he's going to summon out Tin Can. And yes, I'm going to keep zooming in on my face every time I have to say somebody's name. Okay? It's not the funniest joke in the world, but I'm going to do it anyway, damn it. Alright, so he's got Tin Can, he's got Farm Girl. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. Trying to think of, let's see, end of the man phase. Super Poly. Because these are zombies now, so I can just, like, use his monsters to make Draco Necro Nether Soul Dragon. Hoo-ha! Now I just need my ritual stuff. That's kind of the idea of this deck. I run three prepper rights. There's no reason to not have more. But it's fine, because he'll summon back Farm Girl. But he has no hand. Right? It has to be from the hand. Therefore, this doesn't jack and balls. That's what it does. So we're going to activate our Vendred Reorigin. I'm going to tribute this and get myself a spiffy token. It don't have no attack points, but I'm going to put it in attack mode anyway because I have the right to do so. So, presumably, yeah, this is Kozmo. So what could his set cards even be? Who knows? Let's go ahead and... I do need to get rid of this token. That is a thing. But let's go ahead and... Let's see. Special summon that monster. Yes, I can, because it is a Vendred monster. So you can't summon except for Vendreds while the token's on the board. So you gotta be careful with that bitch. But it is still... It's still interruption, and I still have this thing for this exact thing. Yeah. Al Ghul Mazana, baby. And, let's see. Oh, my opponent surrenders. Well, that's understandable. Is that game of, let's see, 20, let's see, 5, 6. And no, it's not quite game, but I could have made it pretty close to game. So, there's another win. Another chintzy opponent, though. I didn't want to do 4 duels tonight because I didn't think I'd need to, but I guess I might have to. But let's go for the third opponent. Again, you're seeing what this deck can do. We haven't even shown off the full power of the rituals. I mean, granted, they don't do a lot because you have to have so much setup to do it. But when you do it and it feels good. But you're seeing the deck. You're seeing what we do. We got zombies, and we do what zombies do best. We do the thriller. That's right. We do the thrill around here. So let's go for third opponent, and then maybe a fourth duel, depending on how that one goes. Alright, everybody, the third opponent, the thriller third, as you might call it. Okay, it's not going to be called that. It's the fighting third still. And hopefully we can find an opponent that actually gives us, like, some back and forth. That would be nice and neat and dandy. What do we got? Okay, well, we have a much more Vendread hand, which is nice. Also got Foolish Burial, so we got, like, a lot of stuff. Ooh. Soybestoin. That could be good or bad. Probably bad. It's Extadio, so that's usually a bad thing. Alright, what? Perby? Perby the one? Who? What? Naturias? Naturias. Alright, well that's typically not good. We'll see. I mean, I got Shiranui Solitaire still. I don't remember what this archetype does, because I don't think anyone's played it since it came out. So many words. Add a dude. Oh lord. Summon a purely from the deck. Every opponent standby phase, draw a card. So many words. I think there's a reason nobody plays these. It's because there's too many words to it. Just play Skull-Angle. That's nice, sweet, and to the point. Flip it, draw a card. That's all you need to know. Alright. I do kind of remember this archetype. It's like the Exceed monsters get spells. Let's see, up to 2 spell traps in the grave, attach them to this card's material, blah, 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 blah. Up to thrice per turn, activate a purely quick spell, attach it to this card as a material. Huh. I guess that's all neat. I guess I don't actually know how this is going to turn out. It's a bit of a who knows what's it. I mean, if I could make a big enough thing, well, the thing is, Exterio is going to make this challenging because he can literally infinite negate my stuff. He just has to have a graveyard, and then he can banish one, mill one, and have essentially 30 negates, which is not good for me. And what the hell are you going to make now? Oh, he's just going to bring back the Mole Cricket. Which is not good, because he gets another monster, and that's going to be the Flower. And then the Flower is like, ditch a trap card. Now, I know my deck has Balladrock, and Balladrock can be an annoying dude. But I would rather stand up against a Balladrock than whatever in Lord's name this guy's doing. What on the heck are you doing, boy? Alright, so this thing has like a lot of defense points. This thing can't be beaten in battle for some reason. I don't know why it can't be beaten in battle, but I can't beat it in battle, so the only thing I can really do is go up against Cyberstyle. What the heck is this now? That's not even an Eevee fluffy dog thing anymore. Alright. Well, now it's my turn. He gets to draw a whole card. Oh boy. What do these do? Let's see. Target effect monster controls negates effects to the end of the turn. Is that a quick effect? I don't actually know. But we don't really have many other options, so shoot. I don't know if I can out that. I legit don't think... This is like a lockdown against spell traps. Half of my deck is spell traps, damn it. I mean, if I had... What do you call it? If I had Super Poly, I might be able to do something, but I don't think I can. That sure is. You're the worst breakfast cereal I've ever had. I hate your guts. Alright, well, regardless, that's a legit bad matchup, folks. I have need of spells and monster effects, and this guy has outs to both of those things. So I don't think I can actually win this one. Sad as I am to say it, because he has... I don't think this is a quickie. It is a quick effect, and so is this. And so is that. And so is everything my opponent does. He can just do whatever he wants. I'm not allowed to play. So I guess this is karma or something for having such easy opponents. I don't know. I don't feel like I deserve that. But I guess I've lost this one. There's nothing I can do. I want to play through it, but there's like nothing I can do. So I'll see you guys in the bonus fourth duel, because now we definitely have to have one. Alright, everybody, our fourth and final opponent, the last chance for romance. It's been a bit of a weird day today. It really has been, because we had a couple easy duels and a lockdown duel. So hopefully this will be the dream duel. You know, I want to see some nice back and forth. That's what I want to see. And, well, that's, that is a hand. Let's see. So we're going to summon out Necroworld Banshee. This is not what I want to do, but it's, like, legit the only thing I've got at the moment. We'll play our Foolish Burial, and we'll send, well, I could send Scar instead. But, like, I don't have enough stuff to make it work out. And I just realized I sent the wrong guy to the graveyard. It doesn't matter. It's fine either way. I'm gonna keep my my reorigin in hand, so I have discard fodder just in case. You know what? It's fine. At least if I don't go whole hog, maybe my opponent will actually stick around. We'll see how it goes. We're up against Labrynth. All right. What does this do? Add a Labrynth card. I see. Well, I'm going to attempt to negate that, if I may. What does this do? It just summons itself. So let's negate whatever this does, and it would be good. So we're up against the Labrynth archetype, which is a cool bunch of cards. It's a cool bunch of cards. It's actually a pretty powerful deck. That's going to be, well, it might be in the live stream. Who knows? But it's definitely a very nasty bunch of cards. So what we can do here... These are all darks. I could summon Trippy. Or I could summon Starving Venom. Or I could just go for the standard Draco Necro. Either one works. Because definitely one of these is the Welcome Home Labrynth. That being the standard play. Probably, well, if I hadn't negated that, you would have just added the card anyway. It works either way. I was thinking, should I have banished that? Nah. Whatever happens, it's all going to depend upon this thing. No! You weren't supposed to link summon. I am the only one allowed to... I haven't even summoned Vendred Sailor yet. This is one of the few decks in which my link actually has additional effects. Like, I can get back links. I get back Vendreds with my link, I mean. Okay, I was about to say, what the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing, son? Alright, destroy a card. Okay, so you know, we're gonna wait until our opponent's turn to do stuff. Plus, I'll get to draw more. Oh, hey, glow up bloom. There's that guy. So, what do we do with this hand here? Set card battle phase. See where this goes. Look at, so we'll beat into the Muckraker. That'll apparently do nothing. Okay, now I'm really... Okay, are these like both artifacts? Is this Labrynth artifacts, perhaps? And these are both artifact monsters? And my opponent just does not want to admit it? That's the only explanation I have for why they haven't done anything yet. Let me think here. So, I could summon out Glow Up Bloom, get Scar into the graveyard, and then that'll add me a thing. Or I could just summon Revenants and have some zombies on the board. You know what? Let's do that. That way, when I actually do the ritual summon, I'll be able to do more with it. So, we'll attack into our opponent. I think we can take it easy because I legit think... Yeah, that guy's going off. He gets to do that. I can't negate things in the graveyard. But it's fine. It's fine. So these... Either my opponent is being very smart about his effects, or possibly these are both artifact monsters. I'm leaning towards the artifact thing, partly to stroke my own ego, and having inspired more of the artifacts in Labrynth, and partly because, like, what other option is there? What does this do? Send normal trap, summon monster from the deck. Neato. Alright. Well. No, we're good. We're still good. I really don't want to do too much mode if I don't have to. So we're going to do summon out Glow Up Bloom. We're going to go for good old-fashioned Vendred Savior. Because I want to at least show off the dude. And Bloom is going to go ahead and get us our Scar. You know what? It's weird. Oh. Huh. Let me think about that. So I've got Super Poly, but that doesn't really save me in any meaningful way. Because everything's a zombie. Alright, touche, good salesman. He was waiting for that one. Alright, so he steals my Revenants and banishes my Baladrock. You know what? That's fine. That is 100% totally fine. Because now I don't need to worry about Baladrock anymore. I can focus exclusively on my Vendreads. So... what does this do? Oh, yeah, this is draw a card. That's not that bad. Oh, then he can set it because it was a spell trap. Could he activate it this turn, though? I'm hoping that's a no. Alright. Well, all that aside, let's go ahead and... let's see. Battle's a monster, ditch a zombie, sure. So we're going to attack into this Ariane. We're going to activate our Savior's effect. We're going to send Scar, make that small, and then Scar will add us our ritual spell. And yes. That'll be lost Revenants, though, because that would have been the best effect to have kept. Because the thing about Vendred Rituals is that all their effects, like additional effects, come from using the Vendreads on the board. Which is a really stupid thing to do, but it's what it is. So... yeah, we're still good. I think we're still good. I mean, I still have my Vendred, and so long as I keep Scar, I'm good. Okay, my opponent will surrender now. Alright, well... I hate to end it on this. I mean, we did stuff. I would normally go for like a 5th duel. But I gotta get ready for the roulette. So, I guess I'll have to call it there today. So, unfortunately, we didn't get to do half as much Vendred stuff, but that was mostly because my opponents were bad, I guess. So, let's go ahead for the end screen. Alrighty, everyone. Vendred's Awakening. We got 3 out of 4, although I'm going to put a heavy asterisk, because a lot of our wins tonight just felt like my opponents weren't trying too hard. Which really stinks, because this deck could do a lot of cool stuff when it gets into it. I mean, you got to see some of that stuff. You got to see some of the little good bits in here. I mean, we got Super Poly to interrupt our opponent. I've got my Slayer, who didn't get to do jack all. And sadly, Baladrock, much as he does with a lot of zombie decks, kind of stole the show. But, you know, I really wanted to get into the rituals. Well, I got 3 copies of this thing. It didn't help, but I got all this charge to get out zombies, and I don't know, maybe I should have just gone for pure Vendreads. Maybe that would have been better. I don't know, but you got to see a little bit of the stuff. You got to see, not only can the Scar, you know, free up a lot of space in this deck and get a lot of things going. It's a nice searcher. It's a nice card for ritual material. It does a lot of cool stuff. He just didn't get to do everything. But at least he got to be on the board and do some damage and do the thing he likes to do most, which is just slow walk towards the opponent. Like a proper zombie. Not like them jumping zombies. Those things are weird. Anyway, thanks for watching today. If you liked it, smack that like button righteously. Because we're still trying to get all the likes and try to get to 630 subs before the end of the month of madness. We got 3 more days for that. So, you know, get to clicking the button. So, this is the last time you'll see me for the month of madness. Except if you're watching the stream in the future. So, yeah, I'll see you guys again in February. And you'll see regular Memphis tomorrow with Transonic Shinobirds, which was, that's the next deck. The last deck dedication, or, what do you call it? Yeah, I can't think of it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Memphis Ultra signing out. I'll see you guys again also soon. Take care. Have a good one.